Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
I'm not expecting tea and cakes. I just need to see someone.
There's nothing here for any human.
Wait. This is the one the Keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought she'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marethari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
Marethari, I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andarana Tishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marethari. Let me look at you. There is a light in your heart, human. Don't let it go out. You will need it. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
Your guard said you spoke of me. How did you know I was coming?
I listened. To the wind, to the birds, as the hunters do, to my dreams. I watched the stars. There is great wisdom to be found all around us, if you know how to listen for it. But I was not certain. Nothing is certain.
Are you the leader of these Dalish? Why did the witch tell me to bring this amulet to you?
I am the keeper of this clan. It is my task to guide my people and to ensure the old ways are not forgotten. As for Asha Belenar, I am tied to her, just as you are, by a debt that must be repaid.
Exactly what have I been carrying around? Is it magic?
It is a promise, child, made by one whose word still has weight. And therefore, it has terrible power. There are few things in this world stronger than a promise kept. Remember that.
A dragon fell from the sky, charred some darkspawn, then asked me to bring you this amulet. No big deal.
You are blessed by luck, then. I will pray that Mithal watches over your path. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain, and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir. Merril would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
If that's what you want.
It isn't what I want, but it is what she wants. You will find Merril waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Merril, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
We didn't get a proper introduction.
I am... or was, I suppose. The First of Keeper Marethari. I've studied the old ways for as long as I can remember. I know things. The law of the Dalish that can help us get to the summit of Sundermort.
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, alright?
I get the feeling you're in trouble.
It's not like that. Not exactly, anyway. The Keeper and I have disagreements, but it will sort itself out in time.
You seem awfully nervous.
You're only the second human I've seen up close. Last time was not a happy memory. A Grey Warden took away one of our hunters to fight the Darkspawn. I heard she fought the Archdemon. I wonder what's become of her.
You'll have to work harder than that to offend me. My name's Hawk.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
Oh, I miss the cold. And the dirt. Kirkwall's not brown enough for me. But hey, no Darkspawn.
Ferelden wasn't that brown. The dirt and muck gave it character. We should go. Your task is for Asher Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asher Bellinar's amulet. And we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Asher Bellinar wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
Let's get this over with. The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All Keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a Keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
Can't demons possess Dalish mages?
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own Keeper.
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
Oh, they know. Keeper Marethari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place. They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving.
And no one minds having to pick up and move over and over just to protect a few of you?
Why would they mind? Once we've picked over a hunting ground, there's no reason to stay. But my clan is now in more danger, having lost our Hala.
If you go to Kirkwall, you'll be an apostate in a city full of Templars.
I know. But if I don't go to Kirkwall, I'll be alone. A solitary elf is easy prey for anyone. In the city, I can get lost in the crowd.
I'm glad you decided to pitch in back there.
Oh! Oh, you're welcome. I wasn't sure I'd be much good. I've done a little fighting before, but it was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
I'm sensing a story here.
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
What's going on here, Merril?
Nothing. Just ignorance. We should go. I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best. We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
But the Dalish are delightful. I was just thinking of inviting the whole clan over for tea.
I'm sure they'd never accept in a... Oh. Right. Sarcasm. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through. Let's go. Asher Bellinar isn't known for her patience. I can open the way forward. One moment.
That was a summoning. That takes blood magic. Are you crazy?
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
Sure, demons are very helpful. Right up until they take your mind and turn you into a monster.
Well, yes. But that won't happen. I know how to defend myself. Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights. In the days of Arlathon, the elders came here to sleep. Uthanara, the endless dream they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore.
Aharin amalana salen. Emma ira au bella zaviranan. Isalahamin vinanhim dofilas. In Uthanera narivas.
And here we are.
Andarana Tishan Ashabalana.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am, beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So refreshing to see someone who keeps their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
No one wanted to buy it. Maybe because it had a witch inside?
Just a piece. A small piece. But it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone. And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Neither is she.
I don't understand. Are you some kind of vision?
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole, a bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
A fragment?
You do not need to understand, child. Know only that you may have saved my life, just as I once saved yours. An even trade, I think.
What are you? A spirit? An abomination? This is no magic I've ever seen.
And you would know of spirits and abominations.
I'm a mage. Of course I know of such things.
Of course. I am a fly in the ointment. I am a whisper in the shadows. I am also an old woman. More than that, you need not know.
Why did you need me to bring you here?
Because I had an appointment to keep. And because I did not want to be followed, you smuggled me here quite nicely.
You have plans, I take it.
Destiny awaits us both, dear girl. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
We're going to regret bringing her here.
Regret is something I know well. Take care not to cling to it, to hold it so close that it poisons your soul. When the time comes for your regrets, remember me. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashabelenar.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
Maceranus, child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Dalen.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart.
Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
Not the prettiest part of Kirkwall, but it doesn't have a view of the giant chains. Take what you can get.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
Working your way up will be fun. All right, that was a lie. It won't be fun.
Some adventurer I am. Barely set out and I'm already daunted. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
Of course. But only because you used that "you kicked my puppy" voice.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I? I mean it, though. I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on. Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
I came here to see you, Merril. You don't have to fuss over me.
You're so kind. My first guest and I'm already a terrible host. I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
I'm sure I could think of a better way for you to thank me.
Well, of course you could. I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is... tricky.
What made you unpopular with the Dalish?
Being first to the Keeper, I was always a bit secluded. I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Via Tanadal. It's good that I left. I'd have made a terrible Keeper. I was never that good with people.
It won't take long before you're the most popular girl in the alienage.
Mythal, I hope not. I'd managed to say something stupid in front of everyone and embarrass myself. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawk. It means a lot to me. You know what the Dalish say to their dogs? Take the Dread Wolf by the ear if he comes. I could tell you a story of the Dread Wolf if you like.
Sounds interesting.
Long ago, a clan lived on the Silent Plains. It was a terrible, lonely place, where the sun was forbidden to shine. Their keeper had a coursing hound. They had run down deer and hares and wolves together when they were young. But they had grown old together, keeper and hound, and now only dozed before the campfire, dreaming of hunts. But then the Dread Wolf came, for the keeper was wise and kind, the things Fen Harel hates above all else. At night, he tried to steal into the keeper's dreams, to twist his mind and turn him against the people. But even in dreams, the courser guarded his master. He caught the Dread Wolf's scent and gave chase across the Fade. Oh, you like that part? Shall I keep going?
I don't think you have a choice.
Fan Harrel tried to shake his pursuer, but the hound ran as coursers can only run in their dreams. Even the wind couldn't have fled that hound. He ran the dread wolf down and grabbed him by the tail. Fan Harrel howled so loud that the veil shook and even the stars scattered in fear. But the hound wouldn't let go. Neither hound nor wolf gave in. Finally, Fan Harrel bit off his own tail to escape, and away he fled. Ever since, the dread wolf thinks twice about playing his tricks when dogs are on guard. I'm pleased you liked it. So few animals are interested in Dalish history. He's a sweet dog, Hawk. See you later.
I've heard about the Circle of Magi outside of the Imperium, but I've never been in one. Are you certain it's wise for us to come here, considering who we're with?
I don't think the Templars will be surprised to see another mage here, do you?
Maybe not.
Are there many Dalish here?
You're not helping.
This seems more like a prison. I wonder if it's more effective than the Circle I know.
How is the Imperial Circle of Magi different?
Once upon a time, it was as it is here. The Chantry watched the Magisters closely for any signs of corruption or weakness. Then it changed. The Magisters were permitted to watch over their own, and Templars kept only to enforce the law. What happened next was inevitable. The Magisters rule again, as powerful as they ever were.
You're saying the same thing could happen here?
If the mages were permitted to be their own watchers, of course. It is too easy for a mage to resort to blood magic if they feel the need is great enough. A mage can desire power, justice, revenge, protection. Any cause will do, and then they are lost.
You can't say every mage is corrupt.
All I am saying is the Imperium offers no answer. All that Andraste did long ago to end the tyranny of magic has been undone.
She freed our people as well, but it was your Chantry that undid that.
And who enslaved us in the first place? Don't be naive. Power corrupts, as they say, and mages have power enough already.
Treating every mage like a criminal isn't the answer.
And not every mage deserves the benefit of the doubt.
Injustice cannot be answered with injustice.
Freedom is a noble ideal, but I see no oppression here. I see fear and danger. But enough. I'm sure we came here for a reason.
This city is amazing. Do you know I saw someone get mugged? Right outside. It was fascinating. Everything happens here all at once. How does anyone keep it all straight?
Someone has jumped outside your door and that's exciting?
It must be the alien age greeting. Hasn't happened to me yet, though. They must not like me. It's so busy here. So many things just get lost.
The Templars haven't found you, have they?
I've been careful, even among the Dalish. Keepers never work magic in public. And I think the Templars don't even see me. I'm just another elf in the alienage.
Do you miss the Dalish?
I miss Heren Pyvel's stories. The creaking of Aravels in the breeze. The city is so busy and confusing. And the elves here are not like my clan. But I'll get used to Kirkwall in time.
Think of it like a game. You can pick up all the things people drop and overlook. Maybe count them.
I think they mostly drop garbage. I'm glad you came by. I needed someone to talk to.
Oh, Merril. So you've returned. How has your time been among the Shemlin?
It's been nothing but roses and rainbows, Master Island. The alienage is lovely in the spring. The collapsing shacks and drunken brutes are nicely offset by the knee-deep mud.
This path has been of your own choosing, Merril. A path that has saddened the clan greatly.
Perhaps if the clan was more accepting of the ancient ways and not so mired in fear.
Enough! We will not bicker like children in front of strangers. We cannot undo what is done. My apologies for that display. Perhaps we can start again. I am Master Island, a crafter for this clan. Forced to stay so close to this Shemlin city, I've seen my share of outsiders pass through our camp. Is there something you needed?
I don't need anything right now.
Of course.
Have you heard from your sister? Is she settling in all right with the Circle?
I thought you and Bethany didn't get along. Why are you worrying over her?
I'd be terrified in her shoes, surrounded by strangers, watched all the time. We didn't always agree, but she's a sweet girl. I would never wish that fate on anyone.
She always did love being constantly watched by large, armed men.
She did? I would never have imagined. Oh. She's strong. If anyone can get through this, she can. Don't blame yourself.
Someone's got to blame me. Other than my mother, I mean.
I'm sure your mother doesn't blame you. Things will be all right. Somehow. I've got something to show you. Come and see. It's beautiful, isn't it?
You're much prettier.
Oh, you're too kind. Is it warm in here? Stop bubbling, Merril. I've spent the last few years restoring this. 2 of my clan stumbled across it in a ruin. We never found Tamlin. Merril came back poisoned by the Alluvion, sick just from being near it.
What's an Alluvion?
Long ago, the elves had a kingdom, an empire that covered Thedas, and every city had an Alluvion. The mirrors let them communicate across their empire, but I don't know how exactly. My people have lost so much. We know almost nothing of the days before Arlathan. This is a piece of our history.
What are you trying to do with this mirror?
At first, I wanted to find out what happened to my friends. Maybe I could still help them. I suppose the great hero of Ferelden doesn't need my help now. Anyway, I know I can use it to help my people recover what we've lost.
This thing is what made the Keeper send you away, isn't it?
The Keeper wanted me to destroy the fragment I kept. She said our ancestors meant it to be forgotten. But it's a Keeper's place to remember. Even the dangerous things. We argued. I left. She's wrong. This mirror could teach us so much about who we once were.
Did your clan member recover?
She had the blight corruption, the Keeper said. Marethari's magic was keeping it at bay, but not forever. A Grey Warden took her away. He promised they could cure her. I suppose they must have. The Keeper said she led the armies that slew the Archdemon.
Tell me you didn't bring the killer mirror to Kirkwall just because it's pretty.
It's not dangerous, I promise. I fixed it, or tried to, with blood magic. The mirror won't hurt anyone.
I cringe every time she says that. She has no idea what she's messing with.
I do. I have it totally under control. But it doesn't work. I've tried everything, and I think it's because it needs to be finished with a special tool. An Arulin home. And my clan has one. It's been in their hands for generations.
I hear a but coming.
I can't go back there alone. You have no idea, the Keeper. I can't talk to her. We fight or talk circles around each other. She has a disappointed frown that turns your bones to jelly. Please, help me. You will, won't you?
I'll go with you.
Master Arnus, I'll find some way to repay you, I promise. Keeper.
You return to us, darling. Have you reconsidered this path at last?
Go on. I'm with you.
Thank you, Hawk. Keeper, I need the Arulin home, the ancient carving blade that Master Island keeps.
I see. You wish to rebuild the Alluvion.
You don't have to approve of it. I'm invoking Via Sulavanan. I'll do whatever task you wish.
Well, I'm glad to know I can still disapprove. It is your right. I will give you a service to perform if you insist.
What did Merril invoke?
Our history belongs to all Dalish, child. So our clan's most cherished relics can be claimed by everyone. Any Dalish can perform a service for the clan and gain ownership of such an item. For a time. That is what Merril has invoked. Even if she has chosen to live apart, she is still one of the people.
What exactly is this thing we're asking for?
It is an ancient carving tool, used by our wood shapers, passed down for countless generations. Our clan has carried it since before the fall of the Dales. It is as old as Arlathan itself.
We appreciate your help. This means a lot to Merril.
I'm glad that Merril has a friend in you, child. I hope you will look after her.
I can take care of myself, Keeper.
Yes, Dalen. I know. Avarterul has taken the lives of 3 of our hunters. It lairs in a cavern in the mountainside. Seek it out, slay it. No one else must fall to its anger. Do this for us, and I will give you the Arulin home. May the Dread Wolf never catch your scent.
Whoever's hiding had better come out. Unless you're a dragon, then feel free to keep hiding.
Hello? Praise Andraste. I mean the creators. I thought I'd never get out of... Merril?
Anethera, Paul. Are you hurt?
Stay back! What do you want from me?
Paul, what's wrong? I'm here to help.
Stay back! Don't touch me!
Merril couldn't hurt you if she tried. At worst, she might make frowny faces.
She'll do worse than hurt me. Don't you know what she is? Creators, help me! Someone, please!
Paul, no! We have to catch him, hurry! Hold on, Paul. We're coming. Paul? Maybe it's not too late. You can help him, can't you, Anders? You can heal anyone.
Merril. He's gone.
Why did you run? You shouldn't have run.
Do you need a minute alone?
No. Thank you. We have too much to do for me to sit here bawling. Paul wasn't like the others. He was city-born, worldly. He ran away from the Denerim and found us. I thought if anyone would understand, he would. Something is very wrong. I want to see the Keeper.
The Varterol is dead.
Masaranas. I'll breathe easier knowing that we will lose no more people to it.
We found these.
I'll return them to their families.
We lost Paul. In the cave, he fled at the sight of me. Straight into the Varterol.
Many of the clan fear you will bring back the corruption. Or worse, from the mirror.
And where did they get that idea?
I am their keeper, Dalen. It was my duty to warn them. It's still not too late for you to return to us. Reconsider. There's no need for you to live alone.
Must we go over this again? You'll never accept what I'm doing.
The Eluvian is poison. It killed Tamlin. It stole Merril. It led you to blood magic. Will you let it twist you further from who you are?
And who am I? We've done as you asked. Honor our bargain. Give me the Arulin home.
Hawk, Because Merril won't listen, I give this heirloom of my clan to you for safekeeping. Please, don't let her do this.
Thank the creators. I thought maybe she'd go back on her word.
Is it worth restoring this mirror if it turns your clan against you?
You know what it's like to lose everything, Hawk. Not just our land and freedom, but history, stories, language, magic, rituals. Even our gods are gone. It is a sacrifice, but if the mirror restores even one fragment of the past, it's worth it.
What did the Keeper mean? The mirror led you to blood magic.
The shard I picked up was corrupted. I couldn't cleanse it without help. The Keeper refused. She said that it belonged to another time and should be left there. So I found a spirit. It gave me the power to purify the mirror through blood magic.
I've never heard of blood magic purifying anything.
There's nothing inherently evil about blood magic. It's magic, like any other.
Are you really that stupid?
The power that contaminated the mirror was too strong to be driven out by normal means. If I had piles of lyrium lying about, I could have used that, but I didn't. I used what I had.
Don't lose that knife. I get the feeling the Keeper is as good at wielding guilt as my mother.
I don't think that's wise, Hawk. Whatever she's trying to do with that mirror, it's at the behest of a demon.
No one asked you. Thank you. I knew you would understand. Let's be away from here. The others are giving me the evil eye. Hawk, I could never have faced the Keeper myself. I never imagined a human would help me restore Dalish history. No one ever understood. Not the Keeper, not my clan. Just you.
What can I say? I'd do anything to help someone as sweet as you, Merril.
You're too good to me. I don't deserve you. You're the first real friend I've ever had. Masaranas, Lethalan. Oh, Hawk! Come in. I was just... Am I crazy?
Yes, but in a good way.
I thought the rule in a home would fix everything. The mirror would work and everything would be right again. But I keep dreaming of Paul's face. Everyone that I care for thinks I'm a monster.
It's hard to imagine someone more lovable than you.
That's so untrue. I can think of someone. You've been so good to me. I'll find a way to make this up to you, Lethalan. That's a promise. Oh, thank goodness you're here. I thought you went to the Hanged Man. And I almost went there to look for you first, but then I thought you might have gone to see your uncle instead. And I'm rambling, aren't I?
I don't mind. You're adorable when you're flustered.
After you left, I couldn't stop thinking about Paul and the mirror and everything that's happened. I wonder if I've made a mistake. Leaving the Dalish.
Who could pass up life in Kirkwall? The city of sunshine and butterflies.
I suppose if I hadn't left my people, I never would have met you. I'm not like you. And I wish that I were. You're beautiful and clever, and you never make any mistakes. And I don't deserve you.
I'm not as perfect as you think, Merril. I'm not some sort of goddess.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Some people worship you from afar, you know. It's foolish of me to even dream that you might.
I thought I was pretty obvious already. But I could spell it out for you. Merril? It's all right.
happens now? Are we... What did this mean?
You know, we might have to try that a few more times to really get the meaning.
I love you. I probably shouldn't have said that, should I? I always say the stupidest things. Uh-oh.
I was thinking of scandalizing the neighbors by having my Dalish lover move in. What do you think?
Here, in Hightown, the rich, fancy part of the city with no rats in it. And you, with an elf. Ma Venon, you really are crazy, aren't you? If you're not afraid, then neither am I. Arabalas, Ma Vinan.
I'm glad you're here, Merril.
Leandra is in a better place now.
She's with the Maker.
Or with Falandine. You never know. Why do you always win at cards?
Because I cheat, kitten. This trinket, it's elven, isn't it? From your clan. Don't bet anything you're not prepared to lose. Here, have it back. A jigger of your finest whiskey for my friend over here. The hanged man's finest isn't much, but it'll get you just as drunk as anything you'll find in Hightown.
And you'll wake up and find someone stolen your trousers.
That's when you know it's a party. I thought I'd have to watch myself around you, but as it turns out, you're all right.
That's mildly insulting, you know.
You know what I mean. You don't judge people. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You know, little things like that. If I had someone like you on board my ship when the storm hit, maybe we wouldn't have been shipwrecked.
Maybe you would have been shipwrecked sooner. I'm a terrible sailor.
Are you? I suppose I'll have to keel haul you till you shape up.
Isabella, my dusky goddess, you have buried yourself in the flesh of my heart like a worm in a red, red apple. You heartworm, you.
Oh, look, my friend is here. Excuse me.
But I haven't gotten to the part where I invite you to feast upon my tender white flesh.
That's all right, I think I'll manage. Speaking of romance, you're interested in Merril, aren't you?
I'm that obvious, am I?
Well, that's good. She always seemed a little lonely. I get the feeling the girl's messing in something big and dangerous. Look out for her, will you? Make sure she doesn't hurt herself.
And then Hawk tore the door clean off its hinges, walked into the room, and... I guess we'll finish this later.
Have you got a minute, Varric?
For you, I have all the time in the world. Actually, I've been meaning to talk to you. There definitely seems to be something between you and Daisy these days. So, what's going on, Hawk?
Well, well, well. I never thought you were the type, Varric. I'm flattered.
It's the chest hair, isn't it? Women can never resist my chest hair. Unfortunately, it's not to be. I'm spoken for.
Bianca stands in my way again, does she?
What can I say? She's the jealous type. Listen, as your friend, I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't say something. Merril is a sweet girl, but there's a whole lot of crazy in that little package.
In all the time you've known me, have I ever given you the impression that I was turned off by crazy?
Okay, point taken.
I've got something for you.
Ooh. Did you get this from Master Island? Mythal, did I miss some important occasion? I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
I think I missed the elvish sign for "This present induces terrible guilt." I'll shop more carefully in the future.
Of course. You're just being thoughtful. No one has ever given me a present before. Useful things. Tools or clothes. Because I needed them, not just because. Maseranis, I'll find a good place for this.
I was hoping you'd come. You did so much for my Merril already, but I visited him among the people, but he turned me away. I know the demons still plague him. And now they've taken him. 2 days ago, Merril went into a nightmare and hasn't returned.
He can't be woken up?
The Keeper says he is near death. His lips still fog a mirror, but that is all.
Surely there are mages who can pursue him in the Fade.
I have contacted Keeper Marethari. The Dalish have an ancient ritual that might help. But it requires someone Merril trusts to enter the Fade to free him.
This is hardly my area of expertise, but is there anything I can do?
Marethari is coming to perform the ritual that will bring Merril back. His childhood things here will help anchor him.
The Fade is a place for mages, not for people like you and I.
The Keeper will delve into the ancient magics to protect this half-breed. She wouldn't do so for me.
I've already called for the Keeper. We need to begin the ritual as quickly as possible. Would you like to stay here or return when she arrives?
This is too urgent to delay.
You have been far kinder than I had any right to expect.
I came quickly, Ariane. I did not wish to tell you by letter how grave your son's situation is. The magic he possesses makes him what the Tevinters called Somniari, a dreamer. Dreamers have the power to control the beyond, what humans call the Fade. Merril is the first in 2 ages to survive.
What can a dreamer do?
Dreamers are unique for their ability to enter the Fade at will, without the aid of lyrium. In the Fade, they can shape dreams, and even affect the world beyond the Veil. Tevinter Somniari used to enter the minds of sleepers, and slay them in their dreams.
Why are they so rare?
Dreamers have great power in the Fade. They attract demons. Luckily, most prove too frail of mind to survive a demon's possession. A dreamer abomination would be near unstoppable.
Is there a difference between the Beyond and the Fade?
They are the same. By either name, the Fade is the realm of spirits, Thedas' heart, while the mortal realm is its strong arm. The demons who live there covet the bodies of mortals and seek to possess them. Only mages ever touch the Fade in a waking state. Others see it in dreams.
What exactly are we going to do here?
The elves of the Dales were experts in the Somniari arts. They could even help those with no power enter the Fade. I have done my best to recreate the ritual. We will use Merril's childhood home as a focus to draw him back through the Veil.
Just send me into the Fade.
I told you her courage was legendary.
Now, Ariane, please excuse us. We must prepare.
Oh, of course.
There is more, I must tell you, that is not for her ears.
Is Fainrail in danger?
Indeed. And the danger may not come from what you think. Fainrail cannot become an abomination. The destruction he would cause is unimaginable. If you cannot save him from the demons, you must kill him yourself. A death in the Fade will make him what your circle calls tranquil. He will be no threat after.
That's Fainrail's greatest fear. I won't be the one to make it come true.
I have no choice but to leave it in your hands. Now, gather a team, and we will begin. Choose carefully, for all will face temptation.
I worry what a journey to the Fade might bring out in me.
Can I come? I'd love to see the ritual. And I promise I won't be a bother.
I have no desire to explore the Fade, but if you need me, I will go.
Let us begin.
I had not thought to return in such a way. It is good to feel the breath of the Fade again, not the empty air of your world.
We're just here for a visit, so don't get too homesick.
I am Justice, Anders has told you of me. Come. I sense Fainrail's mind straining. We will not have much time.
That's it, Fainrail. Pardon the downstroke, then lift. Good. I'll have you scribing all my letters soon. If I'd known you were such a brave lad, I'd have brought you into the business years ago.
Does that mean I can come with you to Antitha, Father? Mother said maybe this summer. Right, Mother?
Your father never wanted anything to do with you. Don't trust him.
Why are you lying to me?
Don't listen, son. She's always been ashamed of you. She wanted you gone, so she could go back to the dailies. I'm the one who loves you.
But why can't I remember you?
This is a trick, Fainrail. He wants something from you.
Why? That's right. I spent my whole childhood waiting for you.
Your mother never allowed.
My mother loves me. She showed me the letters she wrote you. You never wrote back. And it was Mother who taught me to write, not you. I've never met you before. Who are you?
Don't question
me.
Ah!
You turned him against me.
Complete accident. I was trying to help, honest.
You have cost me a dreamer, but at least you will provide me a death.
My people, I present to you our hope. His features may mark him as human, but in his heart beats the blood of the Dales. He came to us to learn his heritage, to release the power from a lineage as ancient as our race.
I don't know what to say.
This is a trick.
First Enchanter, what are you doing here? Mother told me the Dalish are honorable. Why would the Keeper lie?
Why would she entrust her people to a human?
You are one of us, Fainrail. Your magic will restore our greatness.
But you told me this magic was outlawed for a reason. Even the Dalish don't practice it anymore.
Could the elves trust you with the power to shape reality? Could you trust yourself?
Don't listen to him. The First Enchanter is trying to keep you from realizing your greatness.
Trying to keep me from temptation. Just like you were. You're not the Keeper. Be gone, fiend.
You! Why did you interfere?
With my power joined to his, Merril would have changed the world.
Have you ever seen an abomination? They are ugly.
You put such stock in appearances. Perhaps that is why your friend's loyalty only goes skin deep. You think this elf, with her innocent face, would turn down a demon's offer? She didn't before. How about it? Would you take what I offered the boy? Scion of the Dalish, savior of elvenkind.
Can you do that?
I am the greatest of my kind. Whatever tricks your little pet has taught you will pale in comparison.
All right. When he puts it that way.
I cannot put you ahead of the fate of my people.
You took my dreamer. Now you'll take his place.
I'm not sure if this is real. If so, it is the second time I owe you my life. The Fade feels different now. I see the stitches, the seams holding it together. I feel I could wake at any moment.
Dreamers control the Fade, and the dreams of people in it.
I see why the Chantry fears us. I've heard tales of Magisters who stalk their enemies and use their own dreams to destroy them. You're right. I must master it. Find someone to study under. The Dalish do not have what I need. Perhaps Tevinter. If these powers can be trained, it would be there. My mother would not look kindly on such a journey. Can you give her my farewell?
May the Maker guide your path, Merril.
Perhaps there is a way out of this. I can do this.
Merril has mastered his powers.
Then he lives. You saved him. I cannot thank you enough. Keeper Marethari, may I return with you to the Sunderlands? I would like to ask for my son's forgiveness.
Of course. It was you who chose to stay away.
He must go elsewhere to train. There is no one in Kirkwall to help him. He asked me to say goodbye.
My son? No. I must find him before he goes.
It is wise for him to seek guidance. Kirkwall cannot provide what he needs. I truly did not think what you did was possible. You are a rare human indeed.
You have my apologies. It is easy to forget that one cannot bind demons with words.
Your friend awakened here some time ago. No one is immune to a demon's offer. You accomplished a miracle with Merril. This book belonged to the last dreamer of our tribe. It has a rare magic beyond price. Please, accept it with my gratitude.
I can't believe I turned on you. With the demon in the Fade, I'm so sorry. Masaranas. I'll understand if you can't forgive me.
If I held a grudge against everyone who attacked me in a dream, I'd have no friends.
How do you do that? Make everything better with a smile. It's like magic that doesn't get you in trouble. I've been so careful in all my dealings with spirits until now. To make such an obvious mistake. It frightens me. It takes so little for a mage to fall.
What do you do to protect yourself from demons?
The Keeper taught me. In the Fade, you must believe nothing but yourself. Everything there is a lie, or a trick, or a trap. I knew not to trust, and I don't know why I did.
What made you give in?
It felt like every word the demon spoke reached out and pulled at my heart. I didn't want to believe it, but I just had to.
You're already in a lot more danger than most mages.
Because of the blood magic. I know. I'll be more guarded from now on. Thank the creators you were there. It won't happen again, I'll make sure of that. I'd like to speak with you about our sleeping arrangements. Do you think he could use another bed?
Is it because he watches us when we... you know?
Well, it's just that he snores, and sometimes he stinks like a bog. Oh, don't be sad. I still like you very much. Perhaps you could sleep with Sandal.
Enchantment!
Hightown is such a strange place. It feels like it's miles away from everywhere else. The alienage, Sundermount, Ferelden, those could be from a dream. Ah, Marvinan, I didn't see you there. I'm going to visit the alienage. Do you want anything from Lowtown?
I almost miss Lowtown. I haven't had my pocket picked in ages.
It's such a friendly gesture, sticking your hand in someone else's pocket. The Dalish are never that familiar. I'm stopping by my house for a bit, that's all. I've left some things undone there. I'll be back later.
If you'd just move in all your stuff, you wouldn't have to keep going there.
It's better if some things stay away from this house. Back before dark, I promise.
Come on, Daisy. You shouldn't be stuck in this rat trap. Does Hawk even know you're here?
I don't have to ask permission to come to my own house, Varric.
Just take a walk around the Lowtown Market. Get some air, and I'll stop bothering you.
I know you mean well, but I have too much to do right now.
I'll let you talk some sense into her, Hawk.
Varric is very sweet. Frequently infuriating and a terrible busybody, but sweet. I probably should have told Bodan where I was going. I hope I didn't worry you.
Merril, is there anything that doesn't make you nervous? Flowers and bunnies, maybe?
What about poison flowers? Or dire bunnies? The other day in Lowtown Market, I thought I saw Merril, impossible as that is. The Lost Warden. I don't know what it meant. Maybe nothing. Maybe I'm going mad. I miss them all. Even the Keeper.
You miss Keeper Marethari? Are you feverish? Did you take a blow to the head?
I must have. I even miss her scolding me. I wish I could have seen it. It doesn't matter. I'm here now. Maybe Varric was right. Shall we go out for a bit? I could use some sunshine. Is this for me? It's beautiful. Do you know what it is?
Well, I thought so right up until you asked me that.
It's sylvanwood. Rare as diamonds. You only find it in very old, very wild places. The carvings tell a story of the betrayal. The dread wolf tricking all the gods away from the world.
Start at the beginning. What happened to the gods?
Long ago, there were two clans of gods. The Creators looked after the people, the Forgotten Ones preyed upon us. And one god who was neither. Merril, the Dread Wolf. He was kin to the Creators, and in the old days often helped them in their endless war against the Forgotten Ones.
I assume he got tired of helping.
That he did. Merril was clever. He could walk among both clans of gods without fear, and both believed he was one of them. He went to each side and told them the other had forged a terrible weapon, a blade that would end the war. He told the Creators it was forged in the heavens, and the Forgotten Ones that it was hidden in the abyss.
And when the gods went seeking it, he sealed them both in their realms forever. Now he alone is left in the world.
Betrayal sounds bad. Next time, I'll go with flowers.
It's not bad, exactly. This was made for a keeper, you see. Guarding a clan from the Dread Wolf is a keeper's place. It's a very sweet memento, thank you. Lethalon, I need to ask something of you. I thought the Arulin home would be the last thing I needed, but the Illuvian still won't work. I think I have to go back to the spirit that helped me at the start of all this.
Why do you think this demon will help?
He knows about the mirror. I don't know how much. He won't tell me everything, and it's dangerous to trust. He said he witnessed its forging. He told me how to cleanse it of its corruption. He must know how to make it work.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Well, look at it! Do you think it's supposed to just sit there and show nothing at all? I can feel the power in it, but it's like it's asleep. I can't seem to wake it.
Nothing bad ever comes from summoning demons.
That's why I need you to come with me. I've called to the spirit, but he doesn't seem to hear. He was sealed in an artifact on Sundermount. I have to look for him there. But if things go wrong, if he possesses me, I need you to strike me down.
You want to summon a demon that may possess you, then have me kill you? How is that a plan?
Please understand, Marvinan. I owe it to my people to finish this. There's no one else I trust. Please, Marvinan. I don't want to go into this alone.
Go to Marethari. Maybe there's an alternative to summoning the demon.
The Keeper would never help me. Why do you think I had to find the demon in the first place? The whole clan has moved on by now anyway. You'll never find her.
Welcome home, Dalen.
This isn't a homecoming, Keeper. Why is the clan even here? You should have moved on ages ago.
The clan still has business here, Dalen. We will leave when it is time.
It was time 3 years ago. You can't stay here. Eventually, the humans will force you to leave.
There are plenty of hiding places in these mountains. We will stay until my business is done. If you are not returning to us, what has brought you back?
If one of the Dalish becomes an abomination, what do you do?
If you are hoping the Dalish hold miracles, child, I'm afraid you will be disappointed. Even if the demon is driven out, the soul is left scarred. It can never recover, not truly. Like a wounded animal, it will fall prey to scavengers. The only cure is death.
Your first is going to summon a demon to get advice about her mirror.
Did you really have to say it that way?
I've already done everything in my power to stop this, and some things that were beyond my strength. I had rather hoped you might succeed where I failed. I'll do what I can to buy you time. Talk to her. Save her from this.
Mythal, all mothers, protector of the people, watch over us, for the path we tread is perilous. Save us from the darkness, as you did before, and we will sing your name to the heavens. Sorry. I didn't mean to hold us, It's never wise to ignore Mythal.
Who or what is Mythal?
She's the protector, the mother of the creators, the one who put the moon in the sky, wisest of all the gods. When Elganon defeated his father, the sun, the earth was plunged into darkness. Everything was about to perish. Mythal appeared then, calmed Elganon, and restored the sun to the heavens. The people always look to her for help.
If she's temperamental, maybe I should join you.
It wouldn't hurt. They say if Mythal smiles on you, then you need fear nothing at all. But those who anger her, they're struck from the earth, as if they never lived at all. Something is wrong. This is where the spirit was bound. But now it feels empty.
Who bound this demon here and why?
There was a war long ago between my people and the Tevinter Imperium. After the Magisters sank Arlathan, my people made a last stand here, fighting on the graves of our elders. I don't know if it was the Elvenan or Tevinter who bound the spirit, but he was left here from the war.
Maybe it freed itself?
It would have taken powerful magic to break him free of this prison. You couldn't just set him loose. Nobody could. Not without doing something terrible. This is very wrong.
We're done then. Let's get back to Kirkwall.
No, you don't understand. He couldn't leave this place. Something dreadful had to happen for this cave to be empty.
Why happened?
Keeper, what have you done?
The demon's plan was always for you to complete the mirror. It would have been a doorway out of this prison and into our world. You would have been his first victim. I couldn't let that happen, Dalen.
You didn't think to mention that the demon was gone before we hiked all the way up here?
It's not gone. I couldn't fight it in the Fade while it was trapped. And I couldn't banish it without making it stronger. So, I made myself its prison. Kill me, and it dies too. Merril will finally be safe.
No! You can't ask that. I won't do this.
You always knew your blood magic had a price, Dalen. I have chosen to pay it for you. Dareth Shirat.
How many glib words have dribbled from your lips, all testament to your cleverness? Every one has fed me.
Dalen.
Keeper.
You've beaten it, Dalen. You are so much stronger than I imagined. The demon is dead.
Keeper,
Let's leave this awful place. The clan should hear the good news.
You told us that the demon was bound to your life. It would only die with you.
Irabalas, Keeper. Keeper! What have you done? I don't want this! I never wanted this! Creators, please let this be a bad dream! I'll wake up and feel like an idiot and she'll scold me for not listening.
Getting possessed never helps anything.
Tell me about it.
If she hadn't have been so stubborn, if she had listened to me, she never believed in me. I should go to the clan. Someone needs to know, needs to come and take care of her.
We know the Keeper came here. What's going on? Where is she?
Merril. The Keeper, she...
Look at her, Merril. She's covered in blood.
What have you done, Merril? Keeper! Can you hear me?
She's dead.
I should have guessed you'd turn on her. You monster.
This was a tragedy. I promise you, I'll make sure no one else is hurt by Merril's blood magic.
You expect us to take the word of a Shemlin?
Stand down, Aneria. She was our first once. The Keeper loved her. More than she loved the clan, it seems.
Merril, I'm sorry. I never wanted this. If I could have saved her, if I could have died instead, I would have.
Words are cheap. That you're still breathing says enough.
Enough, Aneria. Human, take Merril away from here.
I am sorry. We are in such disarray with Keeper Marethari gone. Is there something you need? Perhaps I can help. She was a good person, and didn't deserve her fate. It isn't your fault. It's Merril's.
She wasn't...
Marethari tried to save her, and look what happened.
She's gone. She's really gone.
Merril?
How did all of this happen?
I don't think beating yourself up over what happened will bring Marethari back.
No, but she'd want me to kick myself a few times at least. All this time I thought I could help them, save them. But they won't let me, will they? They'll destroy themselves to escape my help.
They might ruin themselves, but I'm sure they'll feel very self-righteous about it.
They wouldn't be Dalish otherwise. Maybe it's time I stop living for them. My people will kill me if I go back. I'm all alone. What will I do now?
Whatever you do next, we'll do together.
Yes, we will. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Or there's more to do, or... Does all this feel like a dream to you, too?
In a moment, I'll look down, see I have no pants on.
The champion of Kirkwall going to battle naked. Why can't I ever have that dream? My love.
I love you. Whatever happens, remember that.